Welcome back, boys and girls. We got us a little push mower that won't crank. Uh, it's a Craftsman 163cc Briggs and Stratton. And I have got a feeling this thing is absolutely full of water. So I am going to need an air filter. Look at that. Ooh. Even the air filter feels wet. And I've already removed these two screws and just pop this cover off. Put that aside over there. Oh God. Pop this little cover off. Let the screws fall where they may. I used a 5/16 socket on the outer two, and these inner two are going to be a 9/32, which is probably metric too, but I don't know. Don't care. Okay. Pop that fuel line off right there. I'll go over here and get me grab my hose clamp. My hose clamp. Oh, let's see, clamp that off right there. That fuel tank's about half full, but it's not going to be here in a minute. Let's see, I'm going to pop this cover right here off too, because I want to get that fuel tank completely off. That's what I'm going to do. There. I sprayed carburetor cleaner and it still wouldn't hit. I pulled the plug out and it was a little wet. I could see water on the spark plug. It just run down my fingers when I touched my finger to it. So she's full of water. She's full of water. Mr. Hose Clamp, let me squeeze in there behind you, Lord. Pull it off. Alright, I got my pan. Let's dump this fuel out of this thing. I want to see just how much water. He probably just put fresh fuel in it, so it probably ain't got a whole lot of water in the tank. There's a, yeah, good Lord. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, got water. Oh yeah, Mama's got a donkey. Look at all that there, feels like water. Boy, it's like me in the morning, just keeps on coming. Come on. You can't just turn this tank over and dump it out because it's got a lip around the inside. You can't really get it all out just by dumping it. You gotta let it trickle. Okay, that's good enough. Ooh-wee. Well, I wish y'all could see that right there. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this camera right here. I'm gonna see if I can let y'all see that. Look at all that water floating down in there. Ooh. And the water's heavier than gasoline. It's gonna settle on the bottom. And it won't necessarily pull itself through all the little circuits and ports in the carburetor. So it just hydro locks the whole thing. A little bit to get through. Boy, look at there. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna pull this carburetor off. Let's see, that thing is on there. It just slips on. There. Little snail just fell off in my hand. Ain't that cool? Just dump it in the bushes over here. I don't want to hurt a little snail. Okay. Take your choke lever off. Take your throttle lever off. gonna try to keep from dumping it out and turning it over because I wanna see what's in the bottom of that bowl. I know Chicanica is so much better at this than I am. She could take one of these and just pop it right loose. Look there. I'm just trying to. There we go. I don't know how she pops these things apart so easy and puts them back together too. Okay. Oh, that's almost enough water to drink right there. See if I can get y'all to see that right there. I don't know how well y'all can see that. Let me get a little light on it. Well, yeah, look at all that water in there. Look at that big bubble of water there, boy. Ooh-wee. Well, there's your problem. I'm going to clean this carburetor out, slap this thing back together, and let's see what happens. It fires up. There's a lot of water. Oh, that's water right there. Well, that's terrible. The whole inside of the engine, everything's just soaking wet. He says, I keep it covered up, and well, everything, condensates, and, ain't really nobody's fault, it just condensates, unless you keep it in a climate-controlled basement or something, you're not using it, but. All right, let me stick her back together after I clean her out real good. Okay, let's clean this carburetor. I just took the bowl off. I'm going to clean that bowl out real good. Just flush the water out. And pop this little bowl right here loose out of there. Without slinging it across the shop. There we go. Look at that. That was all water. Now when you pull this out, be careful because that inside part right there will try to slide forward with you. Just look in that little hole, make sure that inner piece hadn't slid on you. Open it up. Flush, flush. Flush. I just know I'm going to squirt the camera with this. There we go. Shoot myself with it. Alright. Alright. That little piece hadn't slid forward and it's still in there good. All the O-rings are good. Flushed out. Snap her back in there. Slide that over. And put it right there. Line that up. I don't use the impact or nothing to take these, to put them back together. God, it's just plastic. Get in there. 7mm, I believe is what this is. Okay, she's cleaned out. So let me go slap her back on there. Okay, let's slap her back together. Make sure your little plastic thing, your O-ring in there real good. Let's see, first thing I'll do is stick the old throttle control in there. Choke control cable, lever, whatever you want to call it. Get it in there like that. Slide it on there. I want to do with the fuel tank. I'm going to blow a little air in that fuel tank right there. Make sure it's clean. she's completely empty. Lay it up there. Stick it on there, or stick that on there. Put your little clamper back on there. Okay, now let's put the starter cover back on. Let's see here. What do we have? Make sure she's all the way down. Make sure she's all the way down. Don't seem to look like she's wanting to sit all the way down in there. Come on, baby. Sit down on it. Sit down on it. If you really want it. Oh, probably hit it all the Oop, wrong circuit. Oh, really, that's good. Now we'll put the backing plates back on there. Put your crankcase ventilation hose on there, boy. Put it in the little holes. Let's see, I'll put the... Look at there, look out, look out. Yeah. Damn, somebody's still in the truck. Okay, now I'll go ahead and put this back in there. It's got a little clip goes in that hole there. Make sure you get that on there real good. It just kind of lays on there like that right there. Then you got your two Torx T20. Yep, screws. This goes in plastic. Don't get it with impact. Okay, let's put some fuel in it. I'm going to put the fuel in it, new air filter, spark plug, and then we're going to fire this thing up, boys. Alright, let's give this thing a pull. Fresh fuel. See if she'll fire. Yeah. Yep. Yep. There you go. Enough, boys. That's what happens when you let your little mower get wet. Y'all be good.